All right. Good morning, everybody, and thank you for joining me today at Up and Moving, which is a community-based physical activity program for the Upper Peninsula. My name is Isaac Wiedig. I'm a graduate student in the Kinesiology and Integrative Physiology Department at Michigan Tech. And very briefly, our goal with Up and Moving is to keep adults physically active, especially here during the pandemic, by providing live and recorded workouts that you can easily do from home. So today's workout, I'm going to be taking us through an aerobic, agility, and balance workout. So we have three focuses. Aerobic means we'll keep moving the whole time. We'll get our heart rate up. We'll get a sweat on. We'll work on some footwork, so some agility stuff. I'll have your feet moving in some awkward patterns. So there'll be a little bit of learning. And then last thing is some balance that we'll finish with. So overall, the structure of the workout is we're going to start with about a 5-minute warm-up. We'll get moving, get warmed up. We'll get into, we have 3 rounds of 6 different exercises that we're going to go through that will be kind of agility and aerobic based. After we go through those 3 rounds, which will each be 3 minutes, so we'll have 9 minutes of work, we'll end with some balance to kind of help us cool down and end the workout. So hopefully we're looking at, 30, 40 minutes. We'll see how long it takes for us to get through, but hopefully short and efficient. All right, and so equipment that you may need if you're joining me from home here, and you can grab these things, possibly a chair if you're going to need some stability for some of the balance stuff. We also have some modified versions of exercises with a chair. So if you've got a nice sturdy chair, you can grab that. And then lastly, this is totally optional. You don't have to do this. But whatever I'm doing some agility things, which really means kind of moving your feet around quickly in different patterns, I like to have some visual like lines or something on the floor to kind of look at where my feet should be going. So I've laid down some lines with some painter's tape here. You can do this at home if you want to, but you don't have to. You can just imagine that those lines are here, and hopefully I can explain to you and kind of show you with the lines where your feet should be going. It'll make more sense. All right, I'm done talking now. So let's go ahead and we'll get into our warm up. So let's just start off by slowly walking in place here. So bringing those feet up off the ground, pumping those arms. Going to go through a few different movements here. Get all the different joints in the body involved. Good, and let's slowly transition this into a knee hug. So I'm going to grab that knee, pull it up to my chest, and then go up onto my toes. So big hug of the knee, and then a little calf raise up on the toes. Good. We'll go ahead and transition into a new one. We're going to go into butt kicks here. So you're going to be bringing your heel up to your butt, trying to kick yourself in the rear. You should get a little bit of a stretch in the front of the legs. We can just keep alternating back and forth. Get a little arm swing in there if you want to. I like to get as much movement as I can during each one of these movements here. Good, and as you feel like you're starting to loosen up, you can try to get that heel a little bit closer to your butt. Good. Transition into a new one here. So I'm going to get my feet a little bit wider than shoulder width. And what I'm going to do is just lean from side to side. So you can use those hands, put them on your thighs if you want to. We're looking for a good stretch on the inside of that leg. So one leg is staying straight, one knee we're bending. And I'm just going to slowly go side to side here, get a little stretch on the inside of that leg, and then switch over to the other. So not too deep, just little light stretches. And this is also going to start to get that knee warmed up and those quads warmed up. And we're just flipping back and forth here. Good, nice work. All right, we're gonna switch it up a little bit. We're gonna go into a reverse lunge. So you're gonna start from center, step back, go into a little bit of a lunge, and then you're gonna rotate your body towards your knee that's up. And then I'm gonna flip sides. So back to center, step back, rotate, step back, rotate towards that knee that's up. And I'm just gonna keep going through this. And as I start to warm up, loosen up here, I can make my lunge a little bit deeper if I want to. And I can also try to turn my chest a little bit more around. Try to get a little bit more rotation each time you do it. Good. Couple more of these. We'll go to something else here. Great. So for those of you that know me and you've followed my workouts before, you know a very necessary part of my warm-ups are Frankenstein kicks. So we're gonna go ahead, we'll get those out of the way right now. So hands out in front. You're gonna be kicking your toes up to your fingertips. So it kind of has that Frankenstein-esque look here. Try to keep the knee fairly straight and get that foot as high as you can. Should feel a little tight in the back of the leg. That's what we're looking for, a little hamstring stretch here. And again, as you start to loosen up, you can think about getting that foot a little bit higher. Get a little deeper stretch. Good. All right, couple more movements. We're almost through the warm up here. So we're gonna go with a side to side step, and I'm gonna go ahead and swing my arms. So I'm bringing my arms across my body, reaching for opposite sides of the room, and then really opening my chest up as I swing those arms back, getting a good stretch in my chest. Good work. So we've got 2 more warm-up exercises. We're almost there. But your heart rate should be getting a little higher, maybe starting to sweat a little bit. You've got to get your body prepared today. We're gonna train like athletes today. All right, last one. We're gonna go into jumping jacks. So you can do this version here where you're stepping a foot out and bringing those arms up overhead, or you can do a full jumping jack if you prefer. Either way, let's try to push the pace on this. This is gonna be our last about 30 seconds here before we go to a water break and end our warm up. So go ahead and try to drive that heart rate up a little higher, bump it up a notch. Again, we've got a water break coming. Time to catch your breath after this. Good job. Getting there. All right, I'm gonna go to a full jumping jack here. We're gonna go for 10 more seconds. Try to pump the pace up a little bit. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time. Nice job. All right. So go ahead and take some time. Grab yourself a drink of water. Take some deep breaths. I'm going to get my stopwatch out here. We're going to be doing some timed intervals. Going to be going for 30 seconds each. I'll set that aside. Okay. So here's what we have. We're going to go into a 3-minute interval. And in that 3-minute interval, we have 6 different exercises. We're going to do each one for 30 seconds. All right, so now the first round, I'm going to have to show you each exercise. It's probably going to move a little bit slower. but I'm going to take the time to show you what the exercise looks like. Then we'll go for 30 seconds. We'll show you the next exercise. We'll go for 30 seconds and so on until we get through. And then when we go to the second round, where we do those same 6 exercises, you'll already know what they are. We can rip through them a little bit quicker. So first one's kind of learn, feel it out. Some of these agility movements are a little trickier. So first movement that we're going to do, again, you can pretend that you've got this horizontal line on the ground, or you can put it in with tape like I've done here, because we're going to be doing, call it basically an in and out. So you're going in, out, out. But you can see I'm kind of stepping over the line with both feet and then coming back and moving across. So if you don't have the line, just pretend that it's there. So this is what it looks like sort of at full speed, but I'll go through it slow again. In, out, out, in, out, out, in, out, out. Sometimes it helps when you actually repeat that pattern. So that's what it looks like. That's what we're doing with our feet. Now, what you can do once you get the rhythm down, you can really try to go quick and make it look something like this, right? So you're trying to make those feet really work. All right, so let's go ahead. Try this for 30 seconds. I'm going to time us here. Ready? 3, 2, 1, and go. So in, out, out, in, out, out, in, out, out, in, out, out. Good. So get your pattern down. And the goal here is we're trying to keep the pattern, but move those feet as fast as we can. Good work. We got about 5 seconds left. Try to increase your pace if you can. And that's time. Good work. All right, our next exercise. So we're going to stay right here with the agility stuff. It's called a Heisman, and you'll see why in a second. What you're going to do is start over on the side of your line. You're going to go 1, 1, step, in here. So step, step, middle, drive the knee. Step, step, middle, drive the knee. So it's called a Heisman because it kind of looks like the Heisman Trophy where you're holding a football and the guy's making this pose. So one more time. Step, step, and bring the knee up. Step, step, bring the knee up. Step, step, bring the knee. Step, step, bring the knee. So it's looking like this. Now, when I get this down nice and fast, it's going to look something like this. Step, step, bring the knee. Basically, you're moving side to side, and you're making sure you're bringing that inside knee up when you get to a side. All right. And again, these are tricky, so if you have trouble catching on, it's okay. We're going to come back. We're going to do them a few more times. Just try to keep yourself moving and see if you can get it down. Sometimes it takes time. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Middle, middle, knee. Middle, middle, knee. So you can pretend you're a football player here, dodging tackles. Good. And we're down to our last 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, time. Good. All right. Moving on to our next one. So this one is called a scissor hop. And so what I'm going to do, I'm going to start in my X here, my cross, and you guys can start on your imaginary lines. What I'm going to be doing is hopping and putting one foot in this back quadrant and one foot in this front left quadrant. And then I'm hopping back to the middle and then flipping. So it's going to look like this. So middle, spread the feet, middle, spread the feet. So that's the hopping version. You can try that way if that's a little bit too much impact, too much jumping for you. You can also do it this way. You can step forward, back, and back, forward, middle, back, forward, middle, back. You can step 1 foot at a time. So basically just forward, middle, back, forward, middle, back, and alternating feet, right? So we've got 2 of those variations you can try out. We're going to go for 30 seconds here. Ready? 3, 2, 1, and go. So here's the hop. So middle and hop, middle, hop. If you're doing the step, it's looking like this. Forward, middle, back, forward, middle, back, forward, middle, back, forward, middle, back. And I'm gonna try and move my feet as fast as I can here. That's the point of agility, is we're trying to challenge our foot speed and our coordination. We're down to 3, 2, 1, and time. Good work. All right, I think that was our third. Okay, next one we're going to is gonna be very similar to that. We're gonna start with our feet in the middle, and then we're gonna jump and spread the feet apart and then back to the middle. So it's looking just like this, kind of like a jumping jack, but we're not bringing those arms, and what we want to do is try to make it as fast as possible. But if you don't like the hopping, what you can do is there's another variation, go out, out, in, out, out, in, out, out, in, out, out. So either one of these will work, but you're trying to move those feet as fast as you can. So one more time, hop, in and out. And I'm really just gonna try to do that as fast as I can. Feet together, feet apart, or out, out, in, out, out, in, out, in, out, out. Okay, ready? Going for 30. 3, 2, 1, and go. Out, out, in, out, out, in, out, out, in, out, out, in, out, in. And so on. Good. We're at the 50-second marker. I'm going to go to a regular hop here. Really trying to move those feet. As you learn that movement and you get it down, see how quick you can get your feet going. And 3, 2, 1, time. Good. Nice work. All right, we've got 2 more exercises. We're kind of getting away from the agility stuff now. We're going to go into just some general aerobic exercises to end with. So we've got a minute left of work here. Hang in there with me. So first one is going to be a mountain climber. So you can do this leaning on a chair. You can also do it leaning on a wall. So whatever you're leaning on, whether it's the wall or a chair, all you're doing is alternating, bringing your knees up to your chest from that position. Right? And I've got my abs tight. I've got a straight line from my shoulder down to my ankle. I'm not doing this, not dropping my hips. It's looking just like this. Or if you are feeling really ambitious today, you can drop down on the floor and do your mountain climbers from down here. It's like you're climbing up the side of a mountain. All right, we're gonna go for 30 seconds. Whatever variation works best for you. 3, 2, 1, and go. And you can control your pace here. You can take your time bringing one knee up, or you can go nice and fast. Really try to drive those knees quick. But I'm going to kind of keep my pace down a little slower on this first round here. I don't want to tire myself out too much. Good. And we're down to our last 2 seconds. And that's time. Nice work. Okay. Next thing we're going to go to for 30 seconds is a burpee. Everybody's favorite. Everybody loves burpees. So a couple ways that we can do this. Easiest way is just from a standing position. Go down, touch your toes, do a hop. Toes, hop, toes, hop. Or you can do it from a chair where you go here, hop back. So down onto the chair, hop the feet back, hop them forward, jump up. Or again, you can do the same thing on the floor where you hop back, up, and jump. So 3 variations. Try one of those out. Ready? We're gonna go for 30 seconds. Water break coming up after this, so hang in there. 3, 2, 1, here we go. So hop up, You can also step those feet too if you feel better stepping instead of hopping. So it would look like this. Step back, step forward, and do your little hop. Back, step forward, do a hop. Good. Got 3 seconds. 2, 1, and time. Good. All right. Take a moment here for a water break. Catch your breath. I know I am sweating pretty hard already. Whew. That's a tough lineup of exercises there. Okay. Now that we have the feet are awake. The feet are awake and feeling quick now. We're going to move through those same 6 exercises, another round. I'm going to go for 30 seconds. I'm going to try to rip us through this round a little bit quicker. And I'll still show you, all the variations of the exercise, but I'm just going to start the timer right away, and you guys can pick which variation you want right from the start so we can really capitalize on the time here and get the most work in possible. All right. I feel recovered. I'm ready to go. So I am going to get ready. So remember, our first exercise was the in and outs, or I guess you could call them forward backs, but basically tell yourself you're going in and out, in, out, out, in, out, out. And we're stepping along this line. And we're going to try to make those feet nice and quick here. All right, ready? 3, 2, 1, and go. In, out, out, in, out, out, in, out, in, out, out. So it really helps to say the rhythm in your head if you're having trouble. Got 10 seconds left. And once you really start getting your speed going, sometimes it helps to bring those arms with you, like I'm doing here. 3, 2, 1, and that is time. Good work. All right, next one. We're going with the Heisman. So one recap time: in, middle, middle, bring the knee, middle, middle, bring the knee, middle, middle, bring the knee, middle, middle, bring the knee. All right, ready? 3, 2, 1, and go. Middle, middle, knee, middle, middle, knee, middle, middle, knee, knee. Good. I'm going to try to really speed this one up here. Really try to drive that knee up at the end too. Get your abs contracting. And 3, 2, 1, and time. Good. Nice work, a little break. Okay, next movement, we're going into those scissor hops. So starting from the center, hopping 1 foot back, 1 foot forward, back to center, and then reversing. So it's going to look like this. Or if you'd rather, you can go forward, middle, back. Switch feet, forward, middle, back. Forward, middle, back. Forward, back. Forward, middle, back. Forward, middle, back. All right, ready? 3, 2, 1, and go. 30 seconds. I'm going to start with the easier variation in case anybody needs to follow along. Forward, middle, back, forward, middle, back. And I'll really try to move these quick here. And now I'm going to go into a regular hop. So again, my feet nice and quick. And if you screw up the pattern, it's okay. It's bound to happen at some point. Just get back to the exercise when you can. 3, 2, 1, time. Good work. And if you need to at any point, feel free, grab a drink, take a little break, come back and join us once you get done. But I'm going to keep us moving. All right, next one is going to be the hops in and out. So feet together, feet apart, or out, out, in, out, out, in, out, out. All right. So 2 variations. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Out, out, in, out, out, in, out, out, in, out, in, out, out, in. And we can really try to speed that one up too. If you can get your feet moving, it feels good once you get in a groove and you get the rhythm down. We're back into the hops. Try to move my feet as fast as I can here, in and out. We're at 3, 2, 1, time. Nice work. Okay. Boy, I'm sweating. All right, we're going into mountain climbers. Ending with mountain climbers and burpees. We got 1 minute left. Let's do it. Almost done with the round. We'll be at a water break. All right, on my time. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Mountain climbers. So remember, you can do these on the chair. You can do them leaning against the wall is probably the easiest way. And then also just down on the floor if you're feeling like you can handle it today. I don't think I can at the end of this workout with these mountain climbers. It's hard. 10 seconds left. Three, 2, 1, time. Good. Take a quick moment here. And then we are going to go into burpees, everyone's favorite exercise. We'll finish up with those. And then I think, we've got time for one more of these. We'll try to rip through it really quick on our last set. All right, we're going to burpees. So if you want to do them standing, it's toes, hop, toes, hop. The chair, it's here, back, back, forward, forward, hop, back, back, forward, forward, hop. Or you can just do hops with that too. All right, ready? 3, 2, 1, and go. Last 30 seconds, folks. Let's do this. Good work, guys. We're down to the last 5 seconds. Come on. 2, 1, time. We did it. All right. Nice work. We've got a water break. I'm going to fill up my water really quick because I forgot again today. I usually do. Okay. Well, that's nice to have a kitchen right here in your gym. Perks of having a home gym. The kitchen is right next door. Oh boy. Okay. Well, let's rehydrate a little bit. We'll let our heart rates come down. And I think we can rip through this one more time. We'll go for 30 seconds again. And then our cool down, we'll do some balance. So the balance stuff will be a little lower intensity. We won't have to breathe too hard. We'll use it as a time that we can train balance, and we can sort of kind of come down, cool down a little bit at the end. I think balance is kind of fun too. It's kind of like a competition with yourself. Okay. Very good. All right, so our last set, we'll go for 30 seconds. Same 6 movements. Okay, so first one, in and out. So we're moving back and forth down a horizontal line, moving our feet quick. Ready? 3, 2, 1, and go. In, out, out. In, out, out. In, out, out. In, out, out. Go ahead. If you are moving fast now because you got the pattern down, you can bring those arms with you. It always feels good when you get these patterns down. Makes you look like a real athlete, or at least I look like a real athlete. I know I'm not. This is Clearly just an illusion. 3, 2, 1, and time. Good. Okay, next one we're going to the Heisman's. So middle, middle, knee, middle, middle, knee. All right, ready? 3, 2, 1, here we go. Good. And remember, this is our last time through. So you can push yourself here and you got nothing to save it for. I know for me, whenever I do a bunch of agility, my calves really start to burn. 3, 2, 1, time. Good. Another little tip too. In the future, if you do an agility workout, or if you join me with one of mine, carpeting feels a lot better to do agility on than like a hard floor. It's a little bit more cushiony. And when you're doing a lot of, impacts of your feet on the ground, after a while it can get to you. So carpet is nice. You've got carpet, good place for agility. Okay, we're going scissor kicks, scissor hops. So 1 foot forward, 1 foot back, hopping back to center. Or forward, middle, back, forward, middle, back. Okay, 3, 2, 1, and go. Forward, middle, back, forward, middle, back, forward, middle, back, back, forward, middle, back, forward, middle, back, middle, back, forward, middle, back, forward, middle, back. Good. I'm going to go into the actual hops here for the last 10 seconds or so. I'm going to really try to bring those feet with me. Move them nice and quick. 3, 2, 1, time. Good. All right, a little break here. If you need a quick sip of water, go ahead, grab one. Good work. And I think, what do we have? Oh, side to side. Almost forgot what our last exercise was. So we've either got out, out, in, out, in, out, in. And we'll try to move those feet really quick, or hopping the feet in and out as fast as we can. All right, ready? 3, 2, 1, and go. 30 seconds. Out, in, out. Always keep those knees nice and soft when you're doing agility too. Just a little bit of bend in the knee. All right, I'm going to pump my speed up here. I'm going to go to the hops for the last 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, time. Good. All right, well, we've made it to mountain climbers and burpees. I would argue the worst 2 exercises of this set, but let's do it. Let's crush them. We got 1 more minute. 3, 2, 1, and go. So mountain climbers. Leaning against the wall, leaning against the chair or the floor, bringing those knees to the chest, abs tight. And you can increase that pace if you want more of a challenge. Really try to drive those knees quick. We got 10 seconds. Good job, guys. 3, 2, 1, time. Good. All right. The last 30 seconds. Here we go. Let's just do it. Get it out of the way. We'll get to our water break. I'm thirsty. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Burpees. So I'm going to do them standing. So toes and hop. Toes and hop. Or if you've got the chair, back, back, forward, forward, hop. Back, back, forward, forward, hop. Or a hop back, hop forward. Good job. Down to our last 5 seconds. Here we go. Finish strong. 3, 2, 1. And that's time. Woo. All right. Nice job. Give yourself a round of applause. That was tough. That was, believe it or not, it's only 9 minutes of work, but it was a hard 9 minutes. I'm sweating. All right. Go ahead and grab some water here. We'll take a minute to rest. Okay. Whew. So we're going to end with some balance for about, what do we have? Spend about maybe 10 minutes or so doing some balance stuff. What I'm going to do is take my shoes off for the balance. You can leave your shoes on if you want to. Having your shoes on might be a little easier, potentially, for some people. It makes it a little harder to go barefoot, I think. But I'm going to go barefoot for the balance stuff. And if you have a chair, we can use that. All right. So here is our first sort of cool down balance exercise. Shouldn't be too straining, but it was going to challenge your balance. You might have some shake, some wobbling going on, but that's okay. Because we're going to go you're going to get on one foot, and we're going to do both legs, so it doesn't matter which leg you start with. Other leg, you're just going to raise that knee up, or you can kind of put it down and raise the heel up to your butt, whatever way feels comfortable. Going to have your arms here. I've got a chair next to me for some balance. This is probably a good idea if you're not super confident with your balance. We're going to get on one leg and you're just going to sit here, right? Now, if you want to, if this is easy for you and you have no trouble standing on one leg, all you're going to do is try to move your chest and your shoulders from wall to wall. So see how I'm just rotating nice and slow? Now I've got the chair next to me, so if I lose my balance, I can grab that, or I can just put my leg down. So two things, you can either just stand here, focus on the balance, or we can make it a little bit harder by rotating from side to side, nice and slow, and trying not to lose balance on that leg. All right, so let's go ahead and we'll switch to the other leg. You've probably been playing around with one. We'll switch to the other leg and same thing. Try to just stand on it. And if you feel like, hey, this is pretty easy, try putting a little bit of movement in there. So turning my chest, I'm trying to square my chest up to both of the walls if I can. You may find that one leg you're pretty good at balancing on, the other leg not so much. And we'll try to do this. We'll try to do each leg for about 30 seconds here. And we'll switch back. Good, and see how long you can get before you lose balance on that leg. I'm great on my right leg, terrible on my left leg. That's the way I've always been. Good, all right, let's go ahead. We'll switch feet. Go on to the other side. I'll start a timer here too, so we have an idea of what we're doing on each leg. So getting on my left foot. I'm just gonna sit here for a second, okay. Feel it out. I'm gonna try to get some movement in here now. Rotating side to side is tricky. And what you can do is you can try to do it a little bit faster too. You can change the speed up on it. And if you lose your balance, that's fine. Just go ahead and hop back to it. Rotating, rotating, good. All right, let's go back to the other side. We'll do one more. So getting on, I'm gonna go onto my right leg now. Start off here, get some rotations in. So if it's really easy for you to sit there and balance on one leg, I challenge you, give this a try. Try just rotating that torso around and see how it goes. Good work. And that's time. We're going to go back to the other leg one more time. And then I've got one more balance exercise for you. And that'll probably be a pretty complete workout today. Your heart rate will probably have come down closer to resting here after these balance exercises. If you do feel a little bit of knee pain, If you're doing rotations, sometimes that can happen because it's kind of twisting at the knee joint. You can just move your arms side to side, see how that works if it is bothering your knee for any reason. And that's time. Good work. Okay, so we're gonna go into one more balance exercise. Do a couple sets on each side and then we're done. Now here's another trick that you can do. If you are trying these exercises at home and maybe you're starting to get good at balancing, you can put a pillow down and you can actually stand on a pillow and that will make it a little bit harder. So you can do those same exercises we just did on a pillow to challenge yourself. Or you can do the one that we're about to do on a pillow as well. But just figured I'd throw that out there if you're into trying to get your balance a little bit better. So I've got my chair for stability. What I'm gonna do, again, get on one leg, but I'm gonna try and reach my toe out in front of me as far as I can. And then I'm gonna try and reach my toe out and touch the floor behind me as far as I can. So out in front, and then touch back. And what I wanna do is keep my balance on that one leg the whole time. So reach the toe out in front as far as you can, reach the toe out behind as back as you can, as far as you can. And trying to maintain that balance. So now we're really kind of shifting weight on the hip. And we'll just keep slowly going forward and back. It may start to burn in your hip muscle a little bit. That's good. It means we're activating something. Good. Let's go ahead, we'll switch to the other side. We'll start a timer here going so that I have an idea of what we've done. And again, if you got that chair next to you, you can use it for a little bit of support, but I challenge you to try to do it without if you can. And then if you start getting really good, you can start bringing the foot around, all the way around. So it's like you're making a big circle. So instead of passing it under you, you're coming out here and then circling it to the back and circling it to the front. Right? Or we can just kind of go back to this forward and back. Good. All right, let's do one more each side here. And then I think we can probably call it a day. I'm feeling nice and calm and relaxed now. So reaching out in front, I'll kind of show you what it looks like from the side. Reaching out in front and then back as far as I can. Then out in the front, and I'm just trying to stay on this one leg the whole time and not lose my balance. And I'm gonna do one more here, we'll switch. Good. All right, let's go to the other side. All right, I'm gonna see if I can't make myself look like a fool today. I'll try it on the pillow. You guys can laugh at me if I fall or something. Maybe this can be your entertainment for coming today. A little more wobbly here. Good, got about 10 more seconds. We'll go get a couple more of these in. Reach back as far as you can. Ooh, reach forward. And time, good. All right. Well, I would like to congratulate you all for finishing the workout out. That was a tough one. I know I got pretty sweaty. I struggled with that one too. But thank you very much for being here. We have another live workout coming up on Saturday at 10 o'clock. That's our surprise workout, so I can't tell you what it's going to be. Jenna will be leading that workout. And then also, if you are interested in following along with more previously recorded workouts, you can always visit upandmoving.org. All right, thank you, everybody. Have a great day.